Dakota recently legalizing the use of medical marijuana will now just start to get a taste of what actual legalization of recreational marijuana will be like. In this speech, we will persuade you to be against the legalization of recreational marijuana. And this is a community issue because of the negative effects and also negative people that it brings into the community. In this speech, we will tell you about the marijuana and its problems, why it is a problem, and what problems it causes. Direct example that would be Pueblo, Colorado, and how to keep those problems out of Fargo. In the first main point, I'm going to talk about marijuana and the increase in crime, but furthermore in that, the DUI and the increase. North Dakota has a huge DUI problem the way it is. If you guys didn't know, we rank in the top 10 in the nation, and furthermore, we're 8th. So, if you look back on Colorado's problems, when they did legalize it, their DUI rates drastically increased because of the laws they had to change to make being under the influence of marijuana also driving under the influence. Risks, and then the rising rates with drug usage with the oil field. The oil field brought a lot of good to North Dakota, but also brought a lot of bad, and that ties into the next topic, which is drug trafficking. With all the new people coming into the state and things like that, they also brought a lot of drugs. Some of them new to North Dakota, and that's how we get the drug trafficking and also the other drug problems that we have in the state. And the next thing is, it is a gateway drug. As you guys probably have all known, marijuana does these other things. And according to Cohen from Inform in 2014, fentanyl can easily be concealed in nose spray or eye drop bottles. This is just one topic or one time that shows how dangerous these drugs are and also how easily concealable they are to anybody that isn't completely aware of what may be in the substance or anything like that. And also with these new drugs coming into the area, some people might not know the direct effects of these drugs. And the next downfall is drug trafficking, like I talked about before, and how it also affects neighboring states and other things like that, because the drugs have to come from somewhere. They just don't appear in North Dakota and then get dispersed from there. They have to come from somewhere, and they also go to somewhere. And like the state trooper said, they seized approximately 20 pounds of marijuana, half a pound of meth, and over $50,000 in drug-related money in a 2-month sting. These drugs don't just appear, and also if we do legalize marijuana, it's going to bring all kinds of different people in the state, and therefore that they are also going to bring different things in with them. And now Breanna is going to talk about some direct examples of marijuana affecting her hometown, Pueblo, Colorado.
As Ben said, I am going to be talking about Pueblo and how marijuana has affected it. Marijuana defines the community of Pueblo, Colorado, giving it a bad reputation. There are over 21 pot shops and dozens of grow operations, and that's just in Pueblo city limits. That's not including Pueblo County and Pueblo West, where there are dozens more. Not long ago in 2000, radio commentator Paul Harvey praised Pueblo nationally as one of the best cities to live in. This all ended in 2012 when Colorado voters approved Amendment 64. There has been an increase in crime rates since legalization, and there's no coincidence that since 2012 the crime rate has soared. According to citydata.com, the crime index increased to 666 in 2013 from 483 in 2011. Compare this to the crime index of Denver, Colorado, which is 382, and 378 in Colorado Springs. Both of these cities are both double in size of Pueblo. Neighborhoodseat.com pegs Pueblo's crime index at a low 2, where 100 is the safest. Pueblo Police Chief Luis Velez reports that calls reported to marijuana increased from 235 in 2012 to 339 in 2013, and then 1,333 in 2014, along with the increase in burglary crimes. Also with the high crime rate, it also has increased the drug trafficking that occurs through Pueblo. there's been an ongoing investigation over the past few years about all the drugs that have been on the streets of Pueblo, and they've all tied it back to the Mexican cartel. After all the year-long investigation, there was finally a breakthrough where there was multiple seizures of methamphetamine, cocaine, heroin, and marijuana. There was over $1 million in drugs that were found. All of the drugs being found on the streets of Pueblo is adding to the heroin epidemic that is fueling the situation in Pueblo. The Institute of Medicine declared marijuana use precedes the use of illegal drugs. Heroin has become a cheaper high than marijuana. Marijuana is in such easy access anymore that drug addicts no longer want that. They want something stronger and cheaper, and heroin has become that. If we can legalize marijuana and open the doors to other drugs, what is stopping us from legalizing, say, a stronger drug like heroin? And who knows what will come with the legalization of other drugs, seeing that marijuana has already had such a notable impact on Pueblo, Colorado. Next, Tom is going to be speaking about why we should not legalize marijuana in North Dakota because of the effect that it's had on Pueblo, Colorado.
Like Breanna said, we don't want legal marijuana in Fargo. We don't want Fargo to turn into Pueblo. We just heard all the things that she said about the rising crime rates and drug use in Pueblo. And it's a good city to compare Fargo to because they're of similar size. Drew Trafton from WDAY wrote an article earlier this year about the increase in gang activity in Fargo-Moorhead area. And that led to the creation of the Metro Street Crimes Unit last year. And it's a collaborative effort from local law enforcement agencies to combat gang activity in the area. And in that same article, Shannon Ruziska, the head of the Metro Street Crimes Unit, when talking about drugs and gangs, said, it's not about territory as much as profit. Drugs and gangs, of course, go together. So when we bring drugs into Fargo, we also increase gang activity and vice versa. We don't want to accelerate an already increasing drug problem in Fargo. I'm sure all of you have heard about the fentanyl crisis that we've had this year. And in a May article in the Bismarck Times by Glass Moore, 10 people have already died in 2016. That was in May from fentanyl. And like Breanna said, marijuana legalization increases the use of other drugs. And with fentanyl already being a problem, that's only going to increase with the legalization of marijuana in Fargo. In a 2016 Forum article by Francis and Schmidt, the superintendent of the Fargo School District said that recent concerns about opiates are a reflection of the community. And we don't want that to continue. We don't want these things to continue in Fargo. In conclusion, we present an argument against the legalization of marijuana in Fargo. And we talked about it through, Ben talked about the negative effects of marijuana on a community. Breanna gave specific examples from her hometown of Pueblo, and I told you why we don't want it in Fargo. Now we're asking you, despite the recent passing of the medical marijuana bill in North Dakota, to continue to vote no on the legalization of recreational marijuana in North Dakota, and to be well informed on both the positives and the negatives that such legislation would have on a community, and keep all that we've said in mind when voting in the future.